Hey everybody, today is the big day, a day I've been waiting for quite a while. It is the grand opening of the Holler Earth Rock Shop here at Groovy Plants Ranch. So a while back, Liz and I had this idea of putting in a rock shop because we kind of think that people who like plants also probably like rocks. As it just so happens, before I ever went into horticulture or opened the ranch, I actually went to school to be a naturalist and ended up moving into a more artistic approach to landscape design, then ultimately horticulture. But it's that love for the natural world that's really driven the ranch all the way through to where we are today. And with the rock shop here built the way it is, it's actually kind of uncanny how perfectly the whole thing fits in. So this is a brand new thing. I want to take you on a quick walk through the rock shop and show you some of the approach. It's still about half finished from where I want it to be, but I'm really excited about where it's going. I think people are going to love it. And then maybe we'll do a quick walk around the ranch too. Grab your coffee or tea. Let's look at some rocks this time, and then we'll look at some plants. All right, so as you walk in the Holler Earth Rock Shop, first thing you'll see is just an amazing collection of different amethysts. And we have these all the way from tiny little chunks down to pretty large specimen pieces. And I went heavy on fossils. So these are Orthoceras. These are an ancient cephalopod fossil, very cool. And lighted geodes and pieces as well. We have quartz clusters, really beautiful stuff. And one thing I noticed as I've been working on the collection here and sourcing material is that part of my brain that loves flowers, it's the same part seems to be activated when looking at all of these different gems and crystals and precious stones. It's just such a perfect pairing. These geode slices are really nice. Some larger specimens. I tried to include a little bit of everything for everyone. I love these aragonite clusters. These are really cool. And blue celestite. So these are very much collector's items, but they also make great gifts. And here when you get into the tumbled, it really becomes apparent how much variety there is and how beautiful these items are. Additionally, for your smaller houseplants, stuff like that, make great pairing with houseplants. We've actually included some small bulk bags of tiny crumbles for top dressing, which is kind of a different approach. Normally you'll see, rocks or sand, but we've tried to offer something a little more interesting if you're really looking to dress up your plants. And one thing I've noticed just in our soft opening here is everybody likes this stuff. And it just feels totally natural when you walk into this space. It's almost like, you wouldn't even notice that this was new. It just feels like it's always been here. So we've tried to go for a pretty high level presentation. I'm fairly picky when it comes to the ranch and the way that we present our plants. And what we've done here is very similar. Everything has its place. Everything has its name. And we're not afraid to include something for everybody. So for the littles, we have a lot of cool options as well. These little soapstone animals are very fun. Hand-carved little animals. Ultra cute. And not everybody's great at taking care of plants, just a fact. Nice thing about these items, they don't really require any care. And fossils, I'm really loving the fossil component. Super cool stuff. As you would expect, we've gone a little quirky in certain spaces as well. So there's some details to be discovered here in the Holler Earth Rock Shop. Some of these fossilized ammonites are just amazing. They're pearled, opalescent. Really cool fossilized shark teeth. Some very interesting limestone fossils as well. Those are mosasaur teeth mounted in a concrete. Crinoid stems are cool. And then fossilized clamshells as well. A lot of cool trilobites in different sizes. Fossilized wood, bulk serpentine. We have fuchsite. Have these really nice, we're using these as air plant holders. Perfect air plant holders, and they're super cool. Now when you come to the Holler Earth, you want to take a box for your rocks. We have these pick and slips. I'd like you to fill out if you're buying any of the bulk material. It's pretty simple. Very nice polished points. Hematite. Labradorite. And much more coming. We also have a small jewelry section here. Some pretty cool stones on string. And here's your bulk crumbles. Very nice little holders for plants or whatever. And like I said, much more coming out. This is just the very beginning. But we think that this is a fun addition to the ranch and just feels like it's always been here. So that is the majority of the Holler Earth Rock Shop in its current iteration. But you'll notice something else when you come. The entire greenhouse selection and space has flipped completely. So this was all house plants. We have done a brand new build and moved all of our cacti and succulents into this house. And look at this Encephalardos, supposedly around 200 years old, and that is a cone. So this is an ancient conifer related to a sago palm. But I've tried to feature some of my favorite specimen plants in here with this amazing collection of cacti and succulents that's attached directly to the Holler Earth. When I was selling succulents wholesale earlier in my career, I used to bill these plants as the gems of the plant world, which is funny now. In some ways, you might just say we have a big gem shop. I know succulents have enjoyed a popularity boom, and that kind of came and went, but as far as I'm concerned, there's a reason they became popular. They're ultra cool plants. And I am not slowing down at all on my collection. Just like the stones in the Holler Earth, there's so many different shapes and varieties. And I've been excited to feature one of my favorite groups of plants here in a big, meaningful way. Our collection right now really is fantastic. So while these all moved, that means all of the foliage and houseplants moved as well. So while you're in this space, you can now seamlessly move into the houseplant houses, where before we actually, this time last year, we had the succulents in a totally separate greenhouse, which was kind of a pain if you were shopping in here and it was winter, and then you had to move into one of those other houses and carry your plants through the cold and such. Air plant display has been totally moved and rebuilt. Kudos to our crew here for getting all of this done in 1 week. Additionally, some of the more exotic things, we've built a whole new section just for those. Really just a kind of a whole new greenhouse to explore. We've also added a lot of new plants. So it's always a treasure hunt. Let's go take a quick run outside. And it is a foggy morning here at the ranch. Still an amazing pumpkin selection. Planters galore for your fall porch decorations, and the mum selection is loaded up with nice budded mums. These will look good till Thanksgiving. Don't forget your garlic and other fall bulbs. Fall bulbs are one of those things you always end up forgetting about and then regretting come spring when everybody else's landscapes look amazing. So come and get them while you can. And mums. And here, the one thing I really wanted to show you, the Holler Earth Mining Company gem mine. So you can come and go gem mining. It's ultra fun. I don't think it ever gets old. Kids love it. Everybody loves it. With that, folks, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the Holler Earth at Groovy Plants Ranch. And yeah, more is more, so more variety. What's not to love? Have a great weekend.